Fucked up. So now flow's timing is fucked up. Time's flow is fucked up. Flow's timing is fucked up. It's a lot of words, man. It's bouncing all over the place. And yet, when you find yourself in those empty moments, you find yourself with inspiration, and you find yourself saying, I know what to do. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Because you had to receive. You had to receive. You were giving too much of nothing, and you had to receive. You get to shut the fuck up. You need to go in. You had to receive. A lot of us aren't ready to receive because we think we have everything that we need. You know, we want a lot of shit, but then when we realize we're not going to get it, or at least we tell ourselves to realize we're not going to get it, then we're readily accepting circumstance. I don't know where I'm leading with this. I have no idea. No idea. Power comes from anger. Anger is an anchor. Anger. Angs her. Angs her. Angs her. Y'all watch Avatar? What happened the most putting this nigga into the Avatar state? I'm talking about Avatar The Last Airbender. It was a threat. It was a threat that always put him in a position to react, to absorb, to fulfill. And then towards the middle and end of Avatar The Last Airbender, he had to realize he had to let go of Katara, his her. Now, was he letting go of her? Or was he letting go of the circumstance that limited his access to his resources? Because she's still his inspiration. She's still what he gets. Whatever threat was the input, the Avatar state was the output. But putting into what? Getting out from what? Still a her. She's the one who is the birthing process. She's the water bender. The body that holds water holds life, holds all circumstance, holds all happenstance, holds all resources, identities, actions, memories, inspirations, energies. Water, what her? Water. Water. Walker. Woman. Terra. Territory. Terror. Tetra. Tetra is 4. 4 is the box. Niggas obsessed with the box. The woman walker of terror, the woman walker of earth, the woman, the walker, the mover, the shaker, the thinker, the bender, the breaker, the maker of earth. You have the mass and the matter. How can you build from doubt? Doubt is a mind. If doubt is a mind, then doubt is also a matrix. But what are you trying to get out of doubt as a matrix, as a womb? What are you trying to get out of glamour as a womb? What are you trying to get out of gravity? What can you get from gravity? Gravity is the force that pushes everything back to Earth. It's not a pull, it's a push. It's a push. And we smoke that kush. It's a push. It's Father's ushering. Push. Father ushering force. Force. Father ushering force. But Father doesn't realize that Father doesn't have the science of force. Father has the science of individuality. Father knows that. Father knows these things. Father knows these things. But does Father realize that just because they know these things doesn't mean... rephrase that. Gravity is Father's push, Father's force, but it is not a force. If it's coming from Father, it's not a fucking force. Because force and will come from the same place. Father just forces shit because Father has the algorithm, the truth. Father has the truth. But Mother has the wisdom. Mother has the rain and the soil making the mud. Mother has the oxygen and nitrogen and all this. Mother has the air. Mother has the passion, the fulfilling to make that fire. Now, Father, Great Father would be identified with a flame, but it's a flame of purity, a flame of cleansing, a flame of destruction. Mother would be identified with destruction, that Kali energy, yes, but it's only because of our view. Our view of these things is twisted. Life and death is not what we think it is. Life is actually death. Death is actually life. This is what I'm saying. So who would really be destruction? Who would really be creation? Who would really be order? Who would really be chaos? The things you consistently identify with a woman is something that you look to as breaking down to build up your character. But she doesn't need to break shit down. She is everything. She don't need to take more shit. She don't need to get rid of shit. She's everything. Even the process is hers. The only thing that wasn't hers, but was still within her, was still a part of her, was the individuality. The only thing. Now, understand what I mean. I'm not saying a woman isn't an individual. It's her fucking world. It's the fact that she is the housing of the individual and the collective. So the collective is overwhelmingly on her mind, and really not on her mind, on her heart. Collective, individual. Collective, individual. Collective, individual. Collective, individual. You with me? All right, work. Your emotions need no logic. They don't need logic. They don't need the science to recognize one thing from another. They are as they come. Your anger consumes every emotion you have in the moment. Your sadness consumes every emotion you have in the moment. Your excitement, your joy consumes every emotion you have in the moment. You could experience multiple emotions at once because you're experiencing multiple thoughts at once. But when one is overwhelmingly at the wheel, when one takes over the direction of the ship, it takes over, and that's all there is to it. Now, what's crazy is that as one takes the wheel, again, to use anchor, as anger takes the wheel, as anger takes hold of the captaining or whatever, of this ship, and she is used up to the point that she is needed for the being who uses her. And really it's her using the being, but for the use that's in question, when that use is up, when it's been met, and anger is still there, what do you do? Well, it requires, you would think, oh, I got to think of a way to da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It still requires will to change that emotion into something else. So it still must come from here. If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where the fuck you going. The power of it still comes from here. Now, what happens to that power in here is decided here. Not here, here, here. This is the deciding factor. This is what's being decided. This is where it's going. So it can come through here. So it can come through here. So another one who has all this can hear it through here, can then feel it through here. And then they can receive it and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, follow me. Not even follow me. Whatever your mind, whatever your heart, whatever you are telling yourself right now as this is being explained is the way you need to go. A man is missing so much. A man harbors so much desire, so much wanting, that oftentimes we don't see what we have. And again, I'm not saying that in a good or bad, right or wrong sense. That is too small for the universe. That is too small. And not small, again, if you've come this far in this journey, and you understand that big and small is still not the best way to use it, but I'm using it in the modern, broader sense. Right and wrong, good and bad, righteousness and treachery and all this other extra shit, those are biblical, religious, confining, indoctrinating terms used to steer you in a certain direction, and not necessarily terms to reveal, terms to open, terms to teach, terms to wisen. That's not what those are for. Good and evil are meant for refinement. Once you've gotten to where you needed to go, refine your practice, refine your movements so you can get to where you need to go next, where you want to go. Because what you want is still a part of what you need. It is your desire. Your desire is there anyway. But again, word to cue, grasp. Desire isn't something that can be quenched. It is only something that can be taken places. It's something that is explored. It is not something that is quenched. It is unfulfilled. Why? Because it has no body. It has no body. There is no body in desire. There is no body for desire. Why? Because desire is in everything. You have truth, information, knowledge, consciousness, or you have truth, you have information, you have knowledge, you have consciousness, yeah. And then you have wisdom. You have fulfillment. You have awareness. And you have what falls in between, desire. Father, mother. Now, truth be told, father is older. Don't hit me with all that other shit. Father is older. Father is the void. In a sense. Just using words for the time being for what they need to be used for. Father is the void. Father is the sperm. Father is that white essence. Now, Phanes would be the first king, but Phanes is not the first father. Hydros is the first father. Hydros is the void. Hydros is the waters, in that sense. I said this a while ago. I think I took the video down, but remember, when you're dealing with things like light and dark, life and death, those are not the reflections of each other. Those are not the counters to each other. They are the halves of each other. The whole halves, the fractalized wholes, fractalized halves of the whole that they make together. They have reflections. Oh, my speaker just turned off. They have reflections. They have reflections. They have reactions. And they have requirements. All of which they make themselves. All of which they were born with. Because even it was here even before great mother and father were here. Because you're still negating one thing. The one thing that's biting you in your ass now. Woman. See, the reason why the divine feminine is the strongest force in and outside of the universe is because she encompasses what is most linked and familiar with the whole, with woman, who I like to call woman, who I like to call omen woman, the woman of omens, the omen woman. The om in woman. Omen, good omen, bad omen, don't matter, it's an omen. It's telling you something. It's showing you something. It's bringing you to something. It's bringing something to you. Learn. Accept. Accept doesn't mean it is what it is. Accept as it is what it is, as it's coming to you, as it's being revealed to you. And so clearly there is still more beyond that. There's more, but where are you going right now? And what has been revealed to you? What for this moment in time, this moment in your mission, are you being shown? Great mother was shown wisdom. Great father was shown truth. A lot of y'all breaking that up into half and a whole, or whole and a piece. It's her body. It's her game board. It's her mission. He's not necessarily along for the ride. He's here to produce an outcome. Or he's here to put forth that the outcome that will be produced. It is her outcome. It is her who produces it. It is her who houses it. Even when it is born, it is still her world, so it's still going in and out of her. Great father is the outside. Great mother is the inside. Great father is the father, canon fodder. Mother, mutter. What are you muttering? What are you saying? Why are you keeping it so low? Is it something I have to work to hear? Is it something that I just have to be quiet to hear? Why are you muttering? Mut was the name of the goddess of mothers, the mother of mothers in Egypt, or Kemet, or Kemi, or Shemi, or Shemshai. Or there's a bunch of names. There's a bunch of fucking names. All right.